News Talk 640 WFNC. Got to get you in my life. That's Dr. Linda McAllister on the screen. If you're following us on our podcast on both Facebook and also YouTube, because we've had a problem, Dr. McAllister, for some reason, not being able to get back on Facebook, and come to realize I'm verified now, so I had to re-verify my information for us to do the podcast live on Facebook again. So we're up on both platforms. How are you this morning?
Good. It's very chilly. It is 30 degrees, though.
Yeah, what happened to the temperatures out here? Because we were in pretty good shape, and all of a sudden that changed.
And 20 March is beginning of spring. And that's right around the corner. That's Friday.
Well, you have a lot of stories and things, and as I was mentioning to you off camera, I appreciate you sharing information with us, because we use a lot of stories that you have in the up and coming weekly to try to get guests to come in on Good Morning Fayetteville, and they end up being really, really good stories. So thank you so much for sharing that information. Mm-hmm. So what do you got? What are you going to give us today?
Yes. So here's the cover for this week's issue that's getting circulated today.
Well, hold it up because people can see it right there for you.
That's right.
There you
go.
Yeah,
and it's regarding an art exhibit that is going to be happening. So you can read all about it inside. And I know that you're having somebody from Methodist come, and here we have an announcement.
They're out in the hallway right now.
Aha, that's right. And in fact, in Up and Coming, this announcement is on this page.
Well, tell us about it, because there's some people who are not watching the podcast, so let them know what it is.
All right, yes. Yeah. Methodist is having an open house on April 11th from 9 to noon. Wonderful way to walk around campus and find out the different departments and degrees that they offer. And I attended the night school for a couple of years because I was so interested in law enforcement, and the criminal justice program is top-notch. It's number one in the country. It doesn't get enough exposure and enough publicity, because
kudos is what we call
it. Exactly. That's the word.
Well, Brad Johnson is here. We'll mention him to make sure that he brings in some folks. They're getting ready to come up here after you finish doing your thing here.
So, readers, you can pick this up at one of our 300 racks.
Yeah, and that open house is on April 11th, and we've got folks who are coming in from Methodist College right behind you here. Mm-hmm. That's going to talk about in great detail about why that is an important program to be a part of.
So I just wanted to mention that is in our issue. But as far as the activities that are coming up, my gosh, you guys were talking about the mac and cheese, your favorite mac and cheese.
Yes.
Well, there is going to be an inaugural Mac and Cheese Festival Sunday, the 28th of March. At Secra Stadium from 12 noon to 4.
Now, hold it. Let me stop you for a second, because is that something, in other words, I can put my world famous thing in, or they're serving it their own?
There are so many types of mac and cheese that the different menus, you can read about that as well in our current issue. It's just amazing. There's going to be like chili mac and cheese, spaghetti mac and cheese, I can't even go into.
Do you have a mac and cheese yourself, or you just kind of go to the store and restaurant and just get one?
I order it. Take it.
Okay, well, that answers that question. Just keep on moving.
So, now, what I do want to point out is that this weekend, starting tomorrow, there's so much to take advantage of. The Cumberland County Council on Older Adults is hosting a scam jam at Senior Center East, the recreation center, and it's Thursday. It's tomorrow from 11 until 2 o'clock.
Now, you say it's a scam jam?
Yes.
Okay, break that down for me.
Yes, and it is to educate attendees as to the ways that senior citizens may be scammed over the phone, to entice them to give their social security number or their bank account number. There's going to be just a way to identify or to prepare seniors to not take the bait.
Well, look, let me say something about that, because I'm a senior and I get those calls all the time. And it starts off with them trying to make sure that you say the word yes. And I'm not trying to give all their information out, but I'm sure they'll share this with folks. Once you say yes, your voice is recorded saying yes, and that yes can be used to do things nefariously on your behalf, even though you don't want to do whatever it is they're trying to do once they get your other information. The other part of this, in terms of a scam, and do you get these calls as well?
I do.
You get the call. What do you do when you get them?
I listen and say thank you.
Oh, you're
No,
polite.
thank you. No, thank you.
Is that well? I mean, let me give you an example of how they make you say yes. So we're on the phone right now. Hey, I'm calling from social services right now. Can you hear me?
Oh, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm.
And so the normal response of a polite person is, yes, I can hear you fine. Yes. I got 2 yeses out of me. Okay. When someone asks me, can you hear me? I say, no, I can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, I really don't have to say anything. All I have to do is hang up. Or they'll say, I'm adjusting my headset. Can you hear me? Have you heard that one?
I have not. But probably those are things that are going to come up at this symposium.
Well, I'm going to be there. I'm going to give some classes. I mean, obviously, I've been exposed to this. And again, you've always been very polite. Get out of that and hang up on people.
Well, we get those calls at the office at Up and Coming as well.
Sure, I'm sure
where
you
they
do.
call and say, we just want to verify your business address. We're
So-
fine, thank you. Because, once again, or who is your operations manager or whatever. They
Gathering information.
Exactly, right. So anyway, that's happening tomorrow, Thursday. And in fact, there was an action movie about this that was called The Beekeeper. Did you see that movie? It was
Sure.
about, yes.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's on Netflix now.
And Felicia Rashad
yes.
is the woman who's in charge of a nonprofit bank account, and she gets scammed.
And Felicia will be here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, that is happening tomorrow, Thursday. And on Friday, there's 2 opportunities to engage because the Harlem Globetrotters are going to stop in Fayetteville as part of their 100-year tour. Amazing. They've been around 100 years. They've actually been to Fayetteville 50 times.
Well, hold it now. How are they still playing ball? They're 100 years old. How are they? No, I know what you mean. They have been
Yes.
around. But we had Sky
Yes.
in here. Sky Johnson, I believe it is. He came in, and I showed him my world-famous helicopter pass. And I'm waiting for him to do that. I'm going to see if he does that in the game. And then at that point, I'm walking out. That's all. But go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Yes, and that's Friday at 7 o'clock at the Crown. And then also on Friday at 7:30 p.m. is the farewell to conductor Stefan Sanders. And that'll be at Studio 215. So that's something that all of us that have enjoyed the symphony should attend.
Now, they have a new conductor coming in.
Yes,
Right.
and it will be announced. And then Saturday, oh my gosh, there is so much on Saturday. Not only the yard sales that you mentioned, one of which is for Centerfold Friendship Alliance,
Sure.
but also VFW 1068, okay? But going on to other things, it is the blind fashion show that you've had Terry here, Terry Thomas, the executive director, talking about that.
She's coming in.
That's from 1 to 3 o'clock on
Right.
Saturday at the Greek Church.
I tell you, I'm on top of stuff down here
Yes,
because
you are.
she's I've got her coming back in because we want to make sure we give it the last hurrah here because it is a fantastic event. They raised $10,000 the first time. No, $16,000. The
They went
organizers
over the goal.
Yes. So we want to encourage folks. Now, look, we're going to have
gonna
you
be
take a
there?
pause because we're going to come back to you here in a second. We need to do some commercials. Trevor's in there doing his thing. We're going to pause for a second and get the favors. Keep your list steady.
Yes.
We're going to pause for a second and have Fayetteville's most dependable forecast right now with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Our Wednesday morning started out clear and cold, but a few clouds will move in by late morning. We expect a blend of sunshine and cloud cover with a high of 53 this afternoon. Overnight will be partly cloudy with a low of 32, and Thursday will be mainly sunny with a high of 64.
We're going to come back to you.
Temperatures
Okay.
will again gradually warm up with highs back in the 70s by the end of the week. That's ahead of another cold front, which will arrive early next week and cool temperatures back down. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, 30 degrees right now. Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
There's a
at
bunch of stuff going
Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage
Yeah.
over 15 years ago to make
Look at
custom
you.
blinds easy and
Mood
affordable.
up in the company.
You measure, you install, and you save
See,
big on
you're
custom
coachable.
blinds.
That's what I like.
Plus, we
You can say
guarantee
hi to
they'll
these folks.
fit. Blindster.com.
bringing you all the news and information that matters for 4 decades. News Talk 640 WFNC, now in high def at 103.5 HD2. Visit Valley Auto World Volkswagen for special offers on multiple models. Through April 30th, qualifying customers can finance a 2026 Atlas with 0% APR for 60 months and get a $1,000 customer bonus. Lease a 2026 Tiguan for as little as $279 a month for 36 months if you qualify. For offer details, call 1-800-264-3212 or visit ValleyAutoWorldVW.com.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jeff at Big Bank. Did you want to talk about your retirement plan?
Nah, not anymore. I got the real deal from CoachPeteAcademy.com.
Excuse me?
Coach Pete Deruta, America's Wealth and Income Coach. He gave me a bunch of free classes and tips, and basically I don't even need a big bank anymore. I got lifetime income now.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it was all free. Even gave me a free book.
Free? Wow. What was the name of that website again?
Free retirement planning for the people. Available now at CoachPeteAcademy.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully.
Mess us up because we're just messed up anyway.
Up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm.
Whatever y'all do, don't get old.
Programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of professionals have resolved over 2
I keep saying I'm gonna do this first thing.
people just like you. The IRS is not stopping. Trust. Call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-780-3599. 800-780-3599. 800-780-3599.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hit me! Hit me! Woodpeckers baseball is back!
Your hometown Fayetteville Woodpeckers kick off their 7th season. Opening weekend is Friday, April 3rd. Friday night, fireworks. Saturday, the first 1,500 fans in line will score a Cream Woodpeckers jersey.
Here comes
And Sunday, get ready for the biggest Easter egg hunt in Fayetteville. Post-game, right in the outfield grass. So grab your friend, grab your family, and get ready. Woodpeckers baseball is officially back.
Tickets are going fast. Get yours now at FAYETTEVILLEWoodpeckers.com. That's FAYETTEVILLEWoodpeckers.com.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez. On WFNC, News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads, WFNC.
Hey, News Talk 640 WFNC. We can kill that average white band stuff. It's over because Dr. McAllister still has the information that she's got to share before I give her the boot. Because
That's right.
I've been
That's
known to
right.
give people the boot. So, and for those who don't know, that Dr. McAllister works with Bill Bowman, who's the publisher of the up-and-coming weekly newspaper. And every other week, you guys come in and share some of the stories that you cover. And we never have enough time because there's so much going on that you cover in the paper. So let me give it back to you. Do your thing.
Thank you. So I was talking about Saturday that it is the Blind Fashion Show, not the inaugural. It's the second time that it will be hosted by Vision Resource to raise money. It's from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock at St. Helen and Constantine Church, the Greek church, where the big spaghetti dinner is held every year.
Right, and you know, they had the switch. In talking with Terry Thomas, she's going to be here tomorrow at 7:35 to give it a last push. But in talking with her, they expected to raise $10,000 last year. They raised $16,000, and they needed a bigger spot, so that's why they moved to the Greek church out there.
Right, because last year it was held at the Kiwanis Rec Center. And then that evening, roller derby is back, and they're going to roll in the expo. Roller derby is pretty fun to watch, and the girls are just so athletic and so muscular and great thighs as they race around the rack.
There's a lot of people who don't even know what roller derby is. I'm old enough to remember when it came on TV, and it seemed like wrestling on skates. I don't believe it was true or I mean, factual, but they had whatever the competition is, you have to get around the rink and you got to beat people down. People got beat down. So it was entertaining, especially if you like wrestling on skates. Now, I DJ'd, and I'm not going to take all your time here, but for 27 years, I did this roundabout skating center. So I started skating the kids of the kids, and roller derbies used to practice over at the roundabout skating center. Now, this is going to be at the Crown? Where's this going to be?
Correct. It's going to be at the Expo. And talking about the roundabout, isn't that where J. Cole used to volunteer? Didn't you know him as a youngster, as a teenager?
J. Cole was a floor guard when I was the DJ for many years at the skating rink. So he's Jermaine to me. He's J. Cole to everybody else. No, he's J. Cole to me, too. I appreciate what he has done in the community, and he never forgets Fayetteville. And so our hats off to him.
Town.
That's right.
Anyway, the roller derby, I was raised in the Bay Area, San Francisco and Oakland, and it used to be on Channel 2 every Saturday during roller derby season. So I would watch this little girl. So regarding more things at the Crown, Liberty Basketball is having its second game. It's going to be Saturday at 7 o'clock at the arena. So every part of the Crown Complex is being put to good use. And this particular game of the Liberty Basketball, Fayetteville Liberty Basketball, is Veteran Appreciation Day. So they're going to have special discount tickets for veterans. Now, moving along to Sunday, the Fayetteville Symphony is going to be playing at Cape Fear Botanical Garden on Sunday. And jumping to next weekend, the last weekend in March, the Nationwide Home Expo is going to be running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Crown Expo. And Sunday the 28th is the 12 noon to 4 o'clock Segra Mac and Cheese Festival that I mentioned before. And going a little earlier, Thursday, the 26th of March at VFW 670 is the annual Vietnam Veterans Lunch. It's also to honor Gold Star families. So that's going to be a lunch at the VFW that is on Doc Bennett Road by the airport.
Is that Don Talbot's branch?
He does go there.
Yeah, and
he's as a Purple Heart veteran, he does go there, but he's more involved with the 82nd Airborne Association.
Sure.
That is on Johnson Street.
Yeah,
so they have different activities.
First one of those, I was involved with television at the time, and we did a great story on that. So I'm glad to hear that's going on. Are you got time for one more thing, or are you done?
Yes. No. The opening pages of our up-and-coming weekly mention some of the things that are under the radar, but the main thing I want to point out is that the Gilbert Theater and Cape Fear Regional Theater is starting their season. So Cape Fear Regional is going to be performing Driving Miss Daisy, and then the Gilbert is going to be on Golden Pond. So
you think like a name with like the Gilbert Theater that I would be involved.
You can be.
Yeah, I know I can't, but I'm not a thespian. I'm a Piscatarian. A lot of people think I'm Baptist, but that's a whole different story. Don't get me started on that stuff. Okay, well look, Dr. McAllister, it's time to give you the boot. But
I guess so.
Yeah, but you fill in for Bill Bowman in extraordinary fashion. I hope he pays you well. I think you need a raise. Bill?
I get complimentary tickets to events.
Right, look, and you walk around with your camera all the time. So in any event, we've got two wonderful people from Methodist University who are going to take your chair and tell us about their up-and-coming open house that you mentioned. That's in the paper. This is all just timely.
It is. I'm a big fan of Methodist. As I mentioned, the Criminal Justice Department is number one.
All right. Well, Linda, thank you so much. We will either see you or Bill Bowman in 2 weeks.
Correct.
All right. In the meantime, Trevor, you want to go to news or you want to go to commercials?
Let's check out some weather.
All right. Well, we've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast right now with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Our Wednesday morning started out clear and cold, but a few clouds will move in by late morning. We expect a blend of sunshine and cloud cover with a high of 53 this afternoon. Overnight will be partly cloudy with a low of 32, and Thursday will be mainly sunny with a high of 64. Temperatures will again gradually warm up with highs back in the 70s by the end of the week. That is ahead of another cold front, which will arrive early next week and cool temperatures back down. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunzing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, we've got 30 degrees across the board in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
Cumberland County's hometown news and information source. News Talk 640 WFNC. Now in high def at 103.